Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday to you. A sunny day. Gonna get cracking in a little bit. Lots to do, places to go. Have a little bit of fun today. But in the interim here this morning, I'm not oblivious to what's going on YouTube. I'm not oblivious to the split that's taking place within the BOYT community, and it's as bad as I ever remember it. And I haven't really said much because, frankly, I don't really have anything to offer. I'm a believer that things always come out in the end anyway, no matter what, whether it takes a week, a month. You know, as far as donations that were made to St. Jude, things will always come out in the end one way or another. And all the paneling and things, to me, it's, I've listened to both of the big panel hangouts last night, and both hangouts had their points on there. But I would like to say that to Tucker, that in reality, you are the one that has the ability to heal the boy right now. And within your hands, and your hands alone, lies that power, because you're the one that can sort of produce the information that people are looking for. And I'm hoping that you're going to weigh the value of people who stepped up and made contributions. And yes, they were contributions that I would call hate donations were made at that time. And then I remember the hangout that you were having, and you said, well, let's figure out where we're going to donate all this money. And the people suggested St. Jude's, and you agreed to that. So there's a lot of people's money that is finally vested in going to St. Jude's, and they probably feel really great about that, as I do when I make contributions and do things through the year for St. Jude's. But we've now reached a point where you're at loggerheads with Stellar, with Joe. And it's just going to be you two. But there's a lot of other people that vested in the controversy. I did not at that time. I did not enjoy being part of hangouts that are sort of targeted for negative, what I call negative donations. No shade. I mean, everybody can do what they want to do on YouTube, but they just wasn't my cup of tea, and I didn't participate in that. We've known each other for a long time. Tucker and I have probably known each other longer than 99% of the people, going all the way back to 2014, and probably even earlier here on YouTube, if truth be told. We've always had a pretty good relationship. Yes, Tucker's enjoyed trolling me now and then, as Tucker Poon, and but never got too far out of bounds with things. I know some of the philosophies he holds are not ones that I agree with about society and things and gender, but I've always tried to be respectful. And I can say the same thing about Stellar Joe. He's been no fan of Rosie, but I've done my best to get along, and through action try to prove to Joe that I'm a decent person, and trying to do my best to be helpful in life, just by doing instead of talking about it. And I feel pretty good about it. I guess what I'm roundabout getting to is, I think because I'm right down the middle on YouTube, I'm an ideal person to help you end this thing, Tucker. And I'm offering, both of you should have vested confidence in me that, number one, I don't share confidences on YouTube. I never have. I don't disclose any private information. And everybody on YouTube knows that and appreciates that fact, that when things are told to me, they're kept in utter and complete confidence. So what I'm going to suggest is, I'm the ideal person, if you want to make that call with me, Tucker, to St. Jude, and we can just simply verify, talk on the phone to them, nobody else. And then I'll come back to BOYT and just offer a one-word answer to the question: were all of the donations made to St. Jude's? I'll just give one simple yes or no, and that will be it. No politicizing, no shading one way or another, no No, nothing. Just a really, really simple answer. So I hope that maybe you'll consider that, because within your hands, and your hands alone, really has the power to put BOYT together again, for good or for bad. But at least people will know the reality of things, and their value as contributors, their value as people that stood up and happily donated, not only for the eventual contributions to St. Jude, but also of personal donations and things. And I've been the beneficiary of those donations, and I've appreciated them. I just didn't feel like in the current time, under the clouds that are around, that I was comfortable keeping those donations. So I passed them along to what I thought was a good cause, and I know that you wouldn't have any problem with that type of decision. So there it is, honest, no bandstanding, no grandstanding, just an honest, right down the middle idea from a right down the middle of the road person that you know has been neither for one side nor the other, but just for getting the truth out there and putting the BOYT back together. All right, Tuck, ball is in your court. Thanks so much for listening, everybody.